Welcome to this quick tips for effective listening tutorial. My name is Phil Sempervivo and I am the creator of the Quick Tips series concept. Each video in this series presents important tips that can help you to become a more effective communicator. In this video, we present tips that focus on the subject of listening. Many believe listening to be one of the most important, if not the most important, communication skill needed in business leadership today. Okay, let's get started on the road to becoming a better listener. As a starting point, let us get something very clear right up front, namely that hearing is not listening. Hearing is simply a physical process that occurs because we have a normal auditory system. Rather, listening is understanding what you hear. Unlike hearing, it is not a natural physical process. You need to learn how to do it if you want to do it well. In this video, I am going to tell you about a few very important things that you can do to become a better listener. If you want to become an effective listener, you must first understand a simple truth about listening. It is this: you can't listen while you are talking. So here, surprise, surprise, is my first quick tip on how to become a more effective listener. Just quit talking so much. Let the other person talk, and you will be well on your way to becoming a better listener. For some reason, when we are having a discussion with someone, we seem to have a natural inclination to focus on what we want to say next, when we should be listening to the other person. And you simply can't listen effectively to someone else when you are focused on yourself. You need to overcome the inclination to focus on yourself. Which, of course, leads us to our second quick tip on how to become a better listener. Namely, focus on what the other person is saying now, not on what you are thinking about saying next. Let me say at this point, if you follow only the advice in these first two quick tips, you will become a more effective listener than most people. The tips may seem obvious when you see them presented bluntly, as I have done, but believe me, people frequently overlook their importance. Let's shift gears now and focus more on the positive side of what you can do versus what you should avoid doing. If someone says to you, "Our competitor ABC Corp has started opening discount outlets," what are they telling you, really? Are they saying that your competitor has a good new strategy that your company should consider emulating? Or are they thinking that your competitor has initiated a stupid new strategy that your company should avoid at all costs? Now, some people would assume one or the other is correct and move on, but not the good listener. When not sure of the meaning of what someone is saying, the good listener exercises one or both of the quick tips shown on this slide. The good listener will ask, "How do you feel about ABC's strategy?" Perhaps followed by a request for clarification or examples of why they feel the way they do about ABC's new initiative. These are two quick tips that will really broaden your understanding of what someone truly means, and therefore make you a good listener. At this point, if you can incorporate the first 4 quick tips into your everyday business discussions, and do so naturally, you will have become a good listener. But if you want to become a great listener, you will let whoever you are talking with know that you are truly interested in what they have to say. And it is so easy to do this if you want to. All you need to do is to look and act like you are interested in what they have to say, and that you care enough to pay close attention to what they are saying. The good listener realizes that if they want to understand what the other person is saying, then they need to work at getting the other person to help them to understand. Here is the short list of how the good listener encourages the other person to explain what they really mean. First, quit talking so much. Number 2, focus on what the other person is saying. 3, ask the other person how they feel about what they have said. 4, ask for clarifications and examples. And lastly, let the other person know that you are interested in what they have to say. There are a lot of other points that could be made about how to improve your effectiveness as a listener, but the points that were presented in this tutorial are, in my experience, the really big ones. If you can begin to incorporate them into your discussions with others, they will quickly make you a more effective listener. But as with most learned things, you need to practice them until they begin to feel quite natural. Practice, practice, and then practice some more. Well, good luck with practicing your listening skills. And I hope that if you like this video, that you will take the time to listen to the other tutorials in my Quick Tips series as I release them. Thank you for your attention.